CUMA 3.5. Stick around. Hey guys, if you're like me, you like Tops knives. Tops makes a lot of great products. A lot of it comes from outside designers and of course in-house as well. This is made by Wei-Sun Johnny Sai. Hope I said that correctly, John. He is a martial artist, and there was one that was designed specifically for martial arts, but again, not everybody is into martial arts, so it's a very nice blade. But you know, maybe more like guys like me that like to go out into the bush, want to have something a little bit different to cut through things and maybe use it in fieldcraft. Now again, this is mostly designed for a tactical blade, but you can use it for woodcraft. Otherwise, why would they put the bow drill divots on there? It's a unique design, and this is the 3.5. I know there were other designs. This has a swedge on it, but it is not sharpened. It also comes with that traction coating that's in brown. All right, so I like that a lot. Also have the Bestia, which is also in that brown traction coating. And I like it a lot. It's more like a sand color, and I think there's one other knife that's designed like that, so it's a really, really nice color. G10, I'm sorry, this is micarta with red liners, and it is bolted in, so I could see that. It does have a striker / screwdriver on the end, or a chisel point, I'm not really sure. Lanyard hole in the back. Does have a thumb placement section right here. I don't know if there's a thumb ramp. I guess it would be sort of a thumb ramp. So that's kind of nice. And it does have this guard right here, so it protects your hand from sliding forward. It is not exactly symmetrical with the handle shape, so you can see that the steel itself is protruding. So the handle doesn't kind of compass the whole thing, all right? It's not a very large handle, a very, very thin handle, all right? And I think that's more of the martial arts thing that's supposed to get in there. So it's a very small blade. I mean, it's a medium-sized blade, has a very, very large belly, and it's mostly made for hacking and slashing. And again, if you wanted to profile the back edge, or probably commission Tops to, hey, can you sharpen the last one or put an edge on the back, I'm sure they'll do that for you. The sheath itself is the dreaded ballistic nylon. Not bad. I'm not a huge fan of these things, you guys know that, but it is what it is. It does not have buttons. These are all Velcro. It does have a belt loop. It does have tie-on or latch-down points. And I do believe this is only one direction. Yep. Yeah, so it is only one direction, all right? So you put it in this way, and it fits all the way down. And then if you wanted to turn it around, it's going to stick up a little bit. So it is not bi-direction, but what you can do is take the plastic out and then flip it around depending on which side you want to carry it, okay? It does have the survival pocket with the clasp, comes with a whistle and some 550 cord, and also the blue card, all right? So we're gonna do a little bit of testing on this and see where we get. This is about 6 inches of seasoned hardwood. All right, it's a half. We'll see how far we get. I'm only gonna take off a little slice because I don't think this was really meant for this, but I know someone's gonna say, how does it baton? So we're gonna see, how does it baton? We'll check it out. I got my batoning stick here. Hopefully I won't break it. I won't break it, it's Tops. All right, so I'm gonna try to hit the center of it. Give it a nice hit in the center. There is a knot in this wood, as you can see, so, but it does cut. All right, take another half slice off of this. Get through. Get the knot right here. Get through it. All right, so you see, it's not a big knife to get a whole bunch of work too, but if you're trying to do splits, shake it off, I think you'll be fine. Big knot right here. Alright, so the issue I'm having with this knife is, number one, it's not long enough to do large logs, and number two, because that edge is a little bit swedged, not sharpened, it just eats up the baton. So again, you decide if that's really your best woods knife. All right, guys, so this is what I call the one chop test, the one swing test. And what I'm trying to do is just delimb something really quickly. Again, this is no way, shape, and form scientific. This is a very, very thin knife, though it has a nice sweeping belly. It's only like 5/32 inch thick, so it doesn't have any weight behind it. It does have some finger grooves. And I think, again, ideally what this is really designed for is self-defense or a combat situation, but we'll see. I got a couple screw limbs here. Try to take this off, put this over here so you guys can see. So I got something that's about the size of a finger, so I'm going to try to chop that. And again, slides off. All right, try not to cut myself, but like little stuff, no big deal. So again, this is that one cut test I'm trying to do. Just swing it and try to get it to cut. All right, that's two. All right, small stuff, no big deal. All right, but if I wanted to kind of test it, I like to just do one big swing, see if I can get it to work. Slipped off. All right. So again, this is a Scandi grind, so it is not designed to just dig. It's a Scandi grind. So, all right, let's see if I can throw this. All right, so I've never been one for throwing knives, but just want to see if it'll work. Obviously, for combat applications, let's see if it works. So, it does work. All right, got it on the first try. And again, I'm not a competition knife thrower. Not a competition knife thrower, but again, if you were practiced, is probably a pretty decent thrower since it is lightweight. All right, so as far as chop test, all right, probably pretty simple, but again, there's no real weight behind it. I mean, it'll stick, but, and then of course, always works pretty decently. Green wood. And if you wanted to, you can definitely do some push cuts. The only thing I would suggest is not to do the edge if you're going to do push cuts, because then you'll definitely hurt yourself. You could bring it in a little closer if you like, but not much of a whittling knife. All right, guys, so what do I think? I think this is mostly used for combat. That's what I'm gonna say. I think that it was designed by a martial artist. It should be used in a martial art or a combat situation. I don't think this is a very good woods knife, in my own opinion, especially with the back swedge, especially because it's a very lightweight knife. It seems to have good enough balance that you can throw it, which I think that might be part of it. The handle grooves don't always fit my hand perfectly. And it's a very thin handle, which leads me to believe that if you want something like this, but you want it lightweight, you want to be able to wield it in a tactical situation or to defend your life. The sheath itself, again, you guys know how I feel about this sheath. I think a Kydex sheath with this knife on a battle belt or something that's on a rig would work very, very well. I would dump this sheath right away. I would get a Kydex sheath made, or tops if you're working with him still. Get a Kydex sheath made for this, put it on a plate carrier, and man, this thing would definitely go to work and do some damage to somebody if it needs to be. Overall, really nice design. Again, not for woods work, but for a tactical situation or to save your life, absolutely 100%. What I need you guys to do is like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Check out all the links I have below. Check out my other channels. If you want to be a part of my mailing list, go to threeriverblades.com. Go all the way down to the bottom, first name, last name, and your email address. All right, double opt-in and you will get discounts to my blades if you're interested in that. Also become a Patreon member. Check out all my other YouTube channels. Thank you very much, guys, and as always, be safe.